Hi guys, Arbiter here. You're watching the Behringer Octave YouTube channel, and today we are doing a little experiment with the Behringer Octavia. I reviewed this pedal a few weeks ago. It sounds freaking awesome, but it has a little quirk, which is the more you crank the boost knob, you add fuzz to the sound, but you tend to remove octave or at least hide more the octave in the sound. So if you want to have lots of fuzz and lots of octave, Behringer actually recommend you to stack other fuzzes into this pedal, and that's what we're going to do today. Starting by taking a very quick look at the recording setup, then the sounds, and finally my thoughts on it. So grab a drink, sit tight, and let's go. In the product manual and in their own video, Behringer recommends you to use their brand new copy of the Tone Bender. I haven't tried that one yet, but if that's something interesting to you, make sure to drop a comment down below and I'll see if I can get my hands on one to make a review. For today I'm going to use the Constellation Fuzz by Crazy Tube Circuits, and this is a really cool fuzz pedal. It has 3 transistors and a bunch of components inside and a rotary knob that enables you to switch between different fuzz circuits. So in the same pedal we have a fuzz face and Vox Tone Benders Mark 1, Mark 1.5 and Mark 2. Besides that, you also get a Dallas Rangemaster treble booster and a special mode which is a treble booster into a fuzz face. I'm not gonna use the last 2 ones, so I'm just gonna stick to the 4 traditional fuzzes, and let's see which one sounds best into the Behringer Octavia. The guitars I'm using are the Fender Baja Telecaster and the Gibson Les Paul Custom. This goes into the Constellation Fuzz, into the Behringer Octavia, and then hits the front end of the Marshall Studio Vintage 20 amp. The amp is loaded down using the 2 nodes torpedo captor, and I'm going to use the simulation of a Victory 2x12 cabinet loaded with Celestional Nickel Blue speakers. So let me know your thoughts on the sounds and in general about stacking fuzzes into an octave fuzz. Make sure to drop a comment down below. I think they all sounded pretty terrible, but in a very cool way, which is ultimately what you want from an octave fuzz like this. And also they all managed to add fuzz to the sound while retaining the octave, which was the original goal. So definitely a win in this sense. Among the different fuzz types, my favorite was the Vox Tonebender Mark 1.5, followed by the Mark 1, followed by the Fuzz Face, and then by a quite large margin, the Tonebender Mark 2. I think it just had too much bass and also didn't do quite a good job highlighting the octave of the octave fuzz. It didn't have that quite annoying high octave pitch there, piercing your ears, which is what you want with this pedal. So that's all for today. I really hope this video was an interesting experience, if you know what I mean. And if you want to see more guitar, bass, and gear related content, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay tuned for future videos. If you like what I'm doing here and you want to support the Bedroom Rocker YouTube channel, also make sure to check my affiliate links in the description box down below. If you use them to buy anything, I earn a small commission, and this really helps me to get more products and making reviews like this one at no additional cost for you. So keep on rocking and cheers.